welcome to Vidcon 2015. I'm so excited to be joined by Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings.
Hi guys, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too.
All right, Miranda Sings in the house. Let's break it down, y'all.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. It's so weird because I haven't interviewed you yet, and I feel like I've interviewed all your friends.
I know.
So it's about time.
I know. Finally.
How's your VidCon going so far?
It's crazy. It's always so fun, but it's been madness. This year especially has been pretty intense. The other VidCons I could walk around and it was easy. We just kind of walk around, and now it's it's not really a possibility anymore. But it's still so much fun. I'm having a blast. I just feel like I'm currently sleeping.
Yeah.
So
in this interview,
I know my eyes are open, but I'm asleep.
What's the key to surviving VidCon though, since you're kind of a pro?
I think you just have to be excited about everything. I think because it is exhausting. So I think the key is just be this is a really cool experience, and just keep reminding yourself of how exciting and fun all of this is.
Yeah.
And then it's awesome. Doesn't matter how tired you are.
Well, and you said it yourself, you can't walk down in the expo hall without getting crowded around by fans, which is it's got to be such a cool thing, though, that you have such an amazing following.
Oh, it's amazing. I actually feel like it's almost kind of sad this year, because last year and the year before, I felt like I got to meet so many people, and this year I'm behind in kitchens and things, and I want to go out and meet people so badly. It's so hard for me to not just be I'm just going to go out and say hi. But security would be very angry at me.
Did I hear you tweeted that you were going to have a random meetup? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm going to try. I think people security might be angry at me, but I want to go see the fans so badly.
Exactly. I love your character, Miranda Sings, obviously.
Thanks.
I want to know, when you started that character, did you have any idea?
Not at all. I started it as a joke, and it was just for my friends. I never thought anything would happen. Especially not this. I never thought thousands of people would see my videos, millions now. So it's been really, really exciting, and I feel super lucky. But if you told me 6 or 7 years ago, this character that you're doing is going to be
huge,
is going to be big someday, I would laugh in your face. I would never believe you.
It's so cool to see that. And obviously now you have a book you just released called, Selp Helf.
Yes, very good.
I feel like it's a tongue twister, so I might not get it.
It is. I do too. Now sometimes I'm what is the real word? Because I've said it so many times the wrong way. I'm is it Selp Helf or Self Help?
Wait a minute, I named this book, so it should be, but
I know I can never remember. But it just came out on July 21st, and I'm really proud of it. It's super funny. I wrote it with my brother, Christopher, and he's just the funniest guy that I know. And so we got together and just made the most ridiculous, disgusting book. It's full of Band-Aids and hair, and it's really funny. We're really proud of it.
Really awesome reviews.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be rewarding
I'm
for
stoked.
you.
Yeah, I was really nervous because I think it's funny, and my brother thinks it's funny, and my family does, but I didn't know how people were going to respond to it. So it's been really cool to see my friends and people that I admire open the book and laugh out loud at the pages. I hope they're not just doing that because I'm sitting there. No. but it is getting great reviews, and it was #1 on Amazon. And
high five, girl.
Yeah,
you
thank
deserve
you.
it. And now you can say you're an author, which is pretty awesome.
I know, which is just a joke.
No, but it's so cool. And we've been talking about it, for the past couple days, how all these YouTubers and you guys have really, exceeded expectations and gone above and beyond with books and movies. How do you kind of put into words, your experience in the YouTube world and your friends, seeing them kind of blow up?
It's really insane. It's kind of surreal because we don't think of ourselves or look at ourselves as celebrities. So when people talk about our fans and us being famous, I'm well, no, that's not true. It's even yesterday I had a panel with Jenna Marbles and Mamrie Hart and Glozell and a bunch of awesome people, and I was up there, I was how am I on stage with these people? They're so famous, and all these people are screaming. I'm they probably don't even know who I am, because we just don't even think me. I know my friends agree, we just don't think of ourselves as a famous person. We film videos at our house, and people like to watch it. So it's very surreal when people talk about the millions of people watch us. It's no, but that's not true. That's not. I don't know. It's very weird.
And I know a lot of your fans want to know if you're working on any other characters right now.
Well, I'm not working on any characters that I'm going to play right now, but I am writing characters for other people to play in the future. Hopefully people will get to meet Miranda's uncle and mom very soon, and the rest of the family. So I can't say much more than that, but
we can expect more stuff with Miranda,
more
which is
stuff,
awesome.
More really exciting stuff with Miranda is coming soon. Definitely.
Is it weird? Do you feel sometimes when you're sitting there, there's a weird you think in terms of Miranda character sometimes, or is it because you play her so often?
I wish actually. Like I wish that's how it was, because Miranda is so confident and so like she's the most confident person in the world, and it's me, so you would think that I would be that way, but I usually feel like pretty insecure and like weird at interviews or on stage. I wish that I could exude the same confidence that my character does, which is so weird. I sound like a crazy person because it's me, so I should be able to do that. It's really hard for me to take Miranda and put it into my own life.
So
I have to be the character to feel those feelings. So
Miranda, she's teaching us stuff.
I know.
You know?
I know. I wish I could take some of that confidence. I really sound like a crazy person.
Well, hey,
I'm like,
what?
I wish I could take confidence from myself and give it to myself. But you know what I mean.
Well, guess what, Colleen? You're killing this interview.
Oh, thanks.
You were on the Tonight Show. We need to talk about that for a second.
Yes.
How was that whole experience? That's pretty crazy.
Oh man, that was crazy. Jerry Seinfeld called me because that's normal. And he was like, "Hey, do you want to be on the Tonight Show in a few days?" And I was like, "Yes, obviously." He's like, "Okay, cool. We'll fly you out." And so I flew to New York, and it was insane. Jimmy Fallon's the nicest man I've ever met in my life, and so is Jerry. They're both incredible. So it was a really great experience getting to work with them. It was terrifying. But it was really, really fun. I learned a lot.
I'm sure that moment before you stepped out on stage, you were like, okay, this is like millions and millions of people are watching.
Yeah, it was scary.
It's for your channel too, though. So.
Yeah, well, no, it's totally different. Because my channel, it's like, I know who's watching.
Yeah.
It's like, it's my fans, and they're there because they like to watch me. And it's also, I'm like hiding in my room. You know, there I was in front of a live audience, and I knew it'd be millions of people watching me who had no idea who I was. So it was much more nerve-wracking. Right before I walked on stage, I was behind the curtain with Jerry, and it was silent, and then he just started laughing hysterically, and he's like, "This is so weird." And it was just the weirdest experience. It was so bizarre, but it was awesome.
I've interviewed, like I said, a ton of your friends, and I always like do a game with them and ask them like who's their favorite collab or one of their favorite YouTubers, and your name comes up a lot.
Oh, how sweet.
But I want to know who's been your favorite collab.
Oh man, you can't ask me that.
How about this? Who's someone you haven't collabed with yet?
Oh,
that you want to collab with?
The person I want to collab with the most, probably Community Channel, Natalie. She's super, super funny Australian YouTuber, and I've watched her videos for years. I love her, so probably her.
Okay. And congratulations, you just got married.
I did.
And
yeah.
I love that you documented everything.
Yeah.
How is that to share that private moment with everyone? Like,
We're very open. Like my husband, I can say that now.
Is that weird? Is that weird to say that?
Yeah. My husband films every day of his life. So our audience just knows everything about us, and we talked about it for a long time. Like, do we want to film it? Do we want to put it on the internet? And originally we tried to get it like sponsored, and we're trying to do like brand deals with it. We're like, this is wrong. Like, it's our wedding. You know, it needs to be just us. We did it how any normal bride does it. Like, we just did it all ourselves, and we hired a friend to film it. And we put it online because we felt like we owed it to the fans. They've been such a huge part of our life and our story and our relationship. They're our friends.
Yeah.
Like, I felt weird to not have them be a part of it. We of course had to include them. So the ceremony was really small. It was just family and our few best friends. And then we are like, we'll have the ceremony time actually personal, but then we'll share it with the world.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Does it feel any different?
Being married?
Yes.
Not really. It feels the same. I mean, there's definitely a sense of like commitment, but he's so dedicated to me, and I'm so dedicated to him that's always been there. The only thing that's different is now he calls me Mrs. Evans sometimes, I call him husband. I've also kind of noticed he's a little bit nicer now.
Really?
Not that he was mean before. He's always been really, really sweet and lovely, but I feel like he's going above and beyond now, because it was always his dream as a child to be a husband. Like when he was a little boy, someone would ask him like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he's like 4, and he'd be like, a husband.
Oh my god.
So
that is adorable.
So it's like, I think that's why he's gotten like, I wake up in the morning and he's like, what do you want for lunch? I'll go get it for you. And I'm like, it's 9 a.m. I don't know. I just woke up. Let me brush my teeth. So I think that's something that's changed, is he's a little bit sweeter.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
You've accomplished so much. Book, tour. What's next for you? What's something on your list that you would love to do?
Well, like I said earlier, I've been writing a lot lately, and I'm really hoping that Miranda goes on more platforms than just YouTube.
Okay. Television here would come.
Yeah, and that's the hope, and that's the road I'm headed down right now. So, I mean, I don't believe anything until it happens, but we'll see. I've been on tour for 5 years, so my tour schedule dies down a little bit after my bus tour this August, so that I can have time to be here in LA and writing and hopefully working on other projects like TV and movies and stuff like that.
Awesome.
We'll see, though.
Well, we can't wait. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're so sweet. It's
Thank
so nice
you.
to finally meet you.
Yes.
And you guys make sure to subscribe to this girl here because she's awesome, and subscribe to Hollywire TV, and we will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Bye.